All right. Um, we're talking about most talented or that I've ever seen or the most hardworking. The most talented I've ever seen, I have to still say the Donkey Kong Country Diddy's Conquest team. They made you want to be a monkey. That's hard to do. You want to go on that adventure with the monkey, right? Today, we have a hard time wanting to be black, wanting to be white, wanting to be Asian, wanting to be Hispanic, wanting to be Christian, wanting to be Muslim. We can't even get each other to like each other. You know what I mean? And that's people. This team made you like a monkey. You like that monkey so much, you want to go on that adventure with that monkey. And then you play over and over. Today, it's like, people are like, I don't like white people. I don't like black people. I don't like Asians. And that's just people. So the most talented I've ever seen is the Donkey Kong Country Diddy's Conquest team. The most talented. Now the most hardworking is pretty obvious. It's Min and Kimberly. They're the most hardworking, and it shows. Right? It just shows, right? It's the Mona Lisa. It's the um you know, it's you know, a steam powered train, right? That's my comparison. Like, that's hard to think up and build, right? It takes a lot of hard work. You're not that talented, but if you work hard, you can do it, right? So when we look at the Mona Lisa, we don't admire the woman. We just don't. He's just not that talented. He doesn't have that talent, right? But we admire the artist who did it, his hard work. We don't admire the woman, right? He doesn't have that talent, right? Um, so with Min and Kimberly, we admire the hard work, right? Oh man, Kimberly's really funny. Min's a really hard worker. It's admirable, but we don't have the talent for you to go. Um, I'm gonna stop everything I'm doing, and I'm gonna do that. We don't have that talent, right? You see, Nicole still does what she wants. Molly still does what she wants. You see all these people like, nah, you two are hardworking, but we don't want to be you, right? We don't have that talent, right? Like, you're funny, and Min's a hard worker, but we don't get it. You see, it took so many times to explain it, and they're like, oh, yeah, we still don't get it. With the Donkey Kong team, you put on the game, and you're like, yo, I want to go on this ride with this monkey. A monkey, a monkey. I'm a white girl. I'm a white girl, and you still don't want to. You still don't want to be on my team. I'm a white girl. Min is a pretty Asian boy, and you still don't want to be on his team. Right? We just don't have that talent. We're not that talented. Right? We're really hardworking, and that shows, but we just don't have that talent. Right? The most talent I've ever seen, you made me want to go on the adventure with this monkey. Right? I don't want to go on an adventure with Zelda, with Lara Croft, with Nathan Drake. I don't want to go on that adventure with you. Right? But with the monkey, I do. It's just the way the monkey goes this way, this way. He does everything, and I don't know. I don't know what the music behind it, the color, the everything. You made me like a monkey, right? Us humans, we have a hard time liking each other. Like we don't have that talent. So the most talented is Donkey Kong Country Diddy's Conquest, because right away you're very likable, and I'm going on that adventure with you. The most hardworking is very obvious, Min and Kimberly. But you guys don't get it. You're like, I don't know what Min's doing. I don't get it. And with Kimberly's humor, it's like, yeah, she's funny and she's a white girl, but I don't get it. I'm still gonna do me, right? You see what Nicole, so I was like, yeah, whatever. I'm still gonna do me. I don't get it. I don't get what they're doing. So we just don't have that talent. So that's why I'm trying to study that Donkey Kong over and over and try to figure out. You don't have to tell me, right? It's a matter of hard work, and then you figure it out, and then your talent will blossom. You don't need every day. I need a lecture every day. Like, nah, just give me the game, and I'll figure it out myself. Right? With Min and Kimberly, like, nah, don't even tell me. Don't explain the Mona Lisa. Just have it there, and I'll figure it out myself. If it takes 1,000,000,000 years, so be it. So be it. I'm a slow learner. So what? Right? So I don't like all this. I need the answers every day. I need the answers every day. I don't like that. That's not how the brain works. That's not how a human works. Right? You might get it one day, and then you might not get it trillions of years later. You're like, oh, something obvious I didn't get. So I don't like all this. I need the answers right now. That's not real. Right? You're creating this bad habit of I need. That's not real. So you see with Min, he's like, if you get it, you get it. And if you don't get it, who cares? It's not meant for you to get, to understand. Because it's very hard to learn. Right? You just learn the best you can, the most you can. So same with me, where I'm like, yeah, I'll tell jokes here and there, but I'm like, you don't get it. Who cares? We have eternity. It just doesn't matter right now. Right now, it's just get it out there. Right? Let's do that first. You don't have to understand it right now. So it's not realistic. This overnight success, this I'm gonna memorize it. That's not real. Ask anyone who studies physics, who studies biology, who studies really where you have to memorize a lot of terms. It's not real. You just don't remember things like that. That's not real. So you need to get out of that bad habit. It's like, oh, I feel dumb. I need answers. You feel dumb because you are dumb. And there are no answers for it. You think Min has all the answers of how to cure stupidity? Min is still stupid. Kimberly is still stupid. There's no cure for it. If you feel dumb, it's because you are. Start studying. That's it. So, yeah. Most talented, most hardworking. Yeah, don't even tell me the answers. I want my own answers. Right? Min and Kimberly, like, don't tell us. Just don't tell us. Min's gonna figure out his answers, and Kimberly's gonna figure out her answers to Donkey Kong. Right? Don't even tell us. Don't explain it. Don't nothing. Just give us the game, and we'll figure it out on our own. All right. So that's how an intelligent person handles it. Right? A child would be like, tell me the answers. Tell me the answers. That's a child. You think there's this magical person out in the world always telling you the answers. That's not real. You're making yourself, you're wiring your brain to go, oh, I need to ask someone for answers. There's no such thing. You think teachers have all the answers? You think DeRosa has all the answers? No, that's not real. You have to figure out the answers for yourself. You do. You need to wire your brain that way. Your answers are unique to you. Min's answers are unique to Min. Kimberly's answers are unique to her. It's not a talent thing. Min wires his brain to figure out answers according to how his brain works. And Kimberly uses humor. That's how she memorizes. That's how she learns. So she uses humor. Right? Min does it different. Kimberly does it different. Everyone does it different. Don't think there's this cookie cutter way of everyone has to do it the same way. Everyone reads the same textbooks. That's not how it works. That's why when we want to do the imagination thing, over here someone's doing something way different. Over here is way different. There is no uniform. Because we all think differently. It's important to understand that. And not go, oh, Min has all the answers. Adults have all the answers. Kimberly has... That's not real. Everyone thinks differently. You have to be aware of that. Min is very different from Kimberly. How Min thinks, very logical, very scientific, very structured. How Kimberly thinks, very humorous, very imaginative. She uses humor to memorize. Like, oh, I remember that funny thing and this funny thing. And then it helps her memorize. Min is more scientific, where he's like, well, these terms create this sentence. And then if I memorize the sentence, I remember all those terms. Min's different from how Kimberly does it. So I just don't want the reason why I want to do the imagination thing is I want to stop the world from thinking Buddhism is the way to do it. Christianity. You see how there's fighting. African, Caucasian, Asian. You see all this fighting. It's like, my way is the right way. All ways are the right way. Buddhism is right. Christianity is right. Making mistakes is right. Min is right. Kimberly is right. Huang is right. Molly is right. Carly is right. DeRosa is right. The physics professor is right. The psychology professor is right. Dan Kasser is right. Everyone is right. That's it. It's that simple. Everyone is right. It's you fighting that's causing it to be wrong. You're fighting saying, I'm right. Everyone is right. Once you know that, there's no more fighting. Once you know everyone is right, there is no more fighting. So yeah, that you just got to be aware that everyone is right. Everyone is right. There's no such thing as doing something wrong. There's no such thing. You are causing that friction. You need to stop that. So Nicole's like, I'm right. Kimberly's wrong. And then she's coming in and combating Kimberly. Kimberly's like, I know you're right, but I'm right too. You see how there's no fighting with Kimberly? But with Nicole, there's fighting. Because she thinks she's right. And then there has to be a wrong. That's not how it works. In physics, everything is right. In physics, you can be alive and dead at the same time. Everything is right. According to physics, everything is right. Alive and dead is the same. The past, the future is the same. You can be in the past, you can be in the future, you can go back to the past, you can end up in the future, you can still be in the present. It's all correct. There's no such thing as the past is more correct than the present, which is more correct than the future. That's not real. The past, present, future is all correct. So that's how men think, and I'm starting to learn how men think. So I'm like, I need to learn that. I don't think that way. You saw me come in, I'm joking around. And men keeps checking like, yo, you joke around too much. You need to take it more seriously. And I'm like, oh, I got you. You see how I'm learning, right? There's a way I do it, and then men's like, hey, you need to do it this way as well. Your way is not wrong as well. You need to add the seriousness, right? Nicole is like, my way is right, your way is wrong. No, your way is right. You need to add my way. Add. Right? Don't cause the friction. You're doing right, you just need to add this. Right? So with Catherine, you're doing it right. Just add some more discipline. Right? With Molly and stuff, you're doing it right. You're doing it right. Just add this. Add discipline. Add studying. Add. So when I came in, I was joking around. I was like, yo, we're all having fun, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretending to be a Power Ranger. And then men's like, you gotta take it more serious. What you're doing is right. Like, you're showing your personality, that's fine. But you need to add the science behind it. Because people won't take you seriously. So you see me go quiet. And people's like, whoa, she was talking and now she's not talking anymore. What happened? And you see me days and days, I'm just quiet. Like, what did men mean? What does he mean by that? And then you saw my science improve. Right? I got the humor down just because I'm natural at it, but then the science part started improving. Because I worked at it. Right? So how men and Kimberly look is, we're like, we need to work on that. Whatever Molly's doing, whatever Carly's doing, whatever Huang, Tien, Tao, Time DeRosa, whatever they're doing, we need to look at them and go, how do we add that to improve our way of thinking? How do we add? Right? So with Donkey Kong, Min and I are going to be studying. I'm going to tell Min, like, hey, man, this is something different. Like, I like this monkey. A monkey. I don't like people, but you got me to like a monkey. We need to study this. This is very talented. It can end racism. Donkey Kong Country, Diddy's Conquest could end racism. If we could reverse engineer it and figure out what they did, it could end racism. Racism is just a childish. Like, we don't have the answers. We just do stupid, childish stuff, and it just, and we study it. Like, there's no answers, right? We just need to figure it out. So don't look at it as, here's the genius, everyone else is dumb. Here are the hard workers, but everyone else has answers as well. Add. You know where the genius is, you want to add. Look at everyone else. Look at Buddhism, Christianity, gangsters, all of it. and go, how can I add? Right? What part of it, right? There's some parts that don't work, but what parts can I add? Because everyone is right. Right? That's just physics. Everyone's right. Past, present, future. Wrong, good, exceptional. All of it's right. All of it. All right. Some are more right than others, and you need to learn how to, pick it apart and go, well, I like these parts. Not all of it, but I like these parts. All right. So I'll leave it with that. But everyone's doing good. Like don't worry about Min and Kimberly. Every day we're studying you. We're getting a better feel like how you guys do things. So don't worry about, oh, I messed up. Don't worry about that. So everyone's doing great. As far as I can see, we're on the right track. Like we're all doing great. It's how I see it. Because how I see it is we're a bunch of kids. We're not supposed to be here anyways. Min has no business being that exceptional, and then I have no business being here either. So we got lucky that there's at least 2 exceptional students that's kind of driving this education. And now everyone's in this melting pot going, yeah, we want more education. So don't think of it as, oh, Min's ahead, Kimberly's ahead, we're so behind. How do we? No, it's the right pace, right? Min and Kimberly speeds up, all of you slow it down. Min and Kimberly speeds up, all of you slow it down, according to how you learn, right? If Min and Kimberly are going too fast, we're like, oh, Nicole is getting left behind. She's getting frustrated. Catherine's getting left behind. She's getting frustrated. Huang, Tin, Multiverse are getting frustrated because they feel like they're getting left behind. So we slow it down. We thought it would take, a day. Nope, it'll take another week. So be it. We're all learning. All right. So everyone's doing great. Don't beat yourself up. Just stop doing that. Right? Just go like, oh, I thought it'll take a day, but I guess it'll take a week. Right? So everyone's doing good. I like the progress. Don't feel like you have to keep up with the smart kids. Just try to go at your pace. Like, hey man, we need a week. Right? You see how I try to pressure them and then I'm going too fast and they're like, no, we need another day. We need another week. Right? And then Min and Kimberly, we look at each other, we're like, got it. We're going too fast. Right? We are the doctors out here. Min and Kimberly are the doctors out here. So we're like, we're not gonna rush you into injury. Right? We think that you can do better. But if you feel it's too fast, you let us know. We're like, we back off. We're like, yeah, take all the time you need. So we're the doctors out here. We're not out here to hurt you. Right? Don't see us as the enemy. Right? We're just the doctors, and we want to push you along a little bit. But if it's too fast, let us know, and we're like, all right, we'll slow it down. So everyone's doing great. I like the progress. I like where it's going. And, you want to simplify it. And what it is just an education system. So education system Pro and Max. Pro being Min's a professional. And Max being me, I just push that humor. So Min's a pro, I'm the Max. So you want to simplify what we're doing. It's just we're just improving the education system. Right now, it's just the Earth. And you see how crowded it's getting. So we want to expand that and give everyone else an opportunity to reinvent how they think the education system should be. So that's what we're allowing them to create. We're allowing them to invent with the imagination travel. they can create their own education system type. It's still pro and max, but how they interpret it, we allow that. All right. So everyone's doing great. That's what Min and Kimberly plan to do. We want to open up the education system at some point. And then we'll revisit Earth later. Right? Earth is too technical. It's too it's too technical. It's just you don't have the imagination to solve that problem. That's what it is. You don't have the imagination power to solve that problem. You really don't. So you want to give it like 34 years and then come back, revisit it, and with fresh eyes. All right, so everyone's doing great. That's my thing on talent and hard work. Yeah, I like where it's going. I really do. Even if it takes longer than we expected. We like that Nicole chimes in and go, hey man, it's too fast for me. Catherine, it's too fast for me. Lauren, Huang, it's too fast for me. It's too fast for me. It's too fast for me. You need to slow down. And Min and Kimberly as doctors will be like, yeah, we got you. We hear you. Take all the time you need. So, yeah, everyone's doing great. Like, don't beat yourself up when you make mistakes and stuff. Like, that's just you raising your hand saying, hey, it's too fast. Even for me. Right? And I'm Stephen Hawking. I'm Isaac Newton. I'm Einstein. And it's too fast for me. All right? So if it's too fast for me, it's probably too fast for the other students. So you're helping them out too by saying, hey, we need more time. If we need more time, they probably need more time as well. So you're helping them out by raising your hand saying it's too fast. So when we see you guys, the Einstein and Isaac Newtons and the Stephen Hawkings, when you're struggling, we know the rest of the class is struggling. So when you speak up like that, it really helps us out because we can read that. So again, everyone's doing great. Just keep it up, and don't worry about time. Like we got all the time. We got all the time. So yeah, the one thing to remember is don't beat yourself up. It's just a classroom, right? We all learn at different speeds. We all do. So yeah, just take all the time you need and make something you're proud of. I think that's the last thing I want to say. So I want to say take all the time you need, but make sure you make something you'll be proud of. Even if it's like a beginning part of it, still try to make it like Min's heart diorama. Like it's just for class, but Min puts a lot of effort into it, right? And Mr. Moreno pays attention. He's like, whoa, that's really good. You could be an artist. And in Mr. Tejano's class, the egg dropping, Min put a lot of effort into it. It's just a class assignment, but Min puts a lot of effort and Mr. Tejano takes notice. So same thing, it's just a class assignment, so don't feel too much pressure, but do put in the effort to the point where you're proud of it. All right? So that's what I'll leave you with. Like, take all the time you need and make sure it's something you're proud of.